Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about a fault code that can be a real pain in the neck. P0502, vehicle speed sensor, input value too low. This code can cause all sorts of problems, from your car not starting to your speedometer not working. In this video, I'm going to explain what this code means, what causes it, and how to fix it. I'll also show you how to diagnose the problem yourself, so you can save yourself some money on a mechanic. So if you're having problems with your car and you're seeing the P0502 code, be sure to check out this video. I'll help you get your car back on the road in no time. The P0502 code is a diagnostic trouble code, DTC, that indicates a problem with the vehicle speed sensor, VSS. The VSS is a sensor that measures the speed of the vehicle and sends this information to the engine control unit, ECU. The ECU uses this information to control various functions, such as fuel injection, ignition timing, and transmission shifting. When the P0502 code is set, it means that the ECU has detected a problem with the VSS signal. This could be due to a faulty VSS, a damaged wire, or a problem with the ECU itself. There are several common causes of the P0502 code. These include faulty VSS. The VSS is a relatively simple sensor, but it can still fail. If the VSS is faulty, it will not be able to send an accurate signal to the ECU. Damaged wiring. The wiring that connects the VSS to the ECU can be damaged, which can prevent the signal from reaching the ECU. Problem with the ECU. In some cases, the P0502 code can be caused by a problem with the ECU itself. This is less common, but it is still a possibility. The symptoms of the P0502 code can vary depending on the underlying cause. However, some common symptoms include check engine light. The check engine light will typically come on when the P0502 code is set. Speedometer not working. The speedometer may not work properly if the VSS is faulty. Transmission problems. The transmission may shift erratically or not shift at all if the VSS is not working properly. Fuel economy problems. The vehicle may experience poor fuel economy if the VSS is not working properly. The first step in fixing the P0502 code is to diagnose the problem. This can be done by using a scan tool to read the trouble codes from the ECU. Once the problem has been diagnosed, it can be repaired. If the VSS is faulty, it will need to be replaced. If the wiring is damaged, it will need to be repaired or replaced. If the problem is with the ECU, it will need to be repaired or replaced. The P0502 code is a serious problem that can cause a variety of symptoms. If you are experiencing any of the symptoms listed above, it is important to have your vehicle checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as possible. The P0502 code can manifest in a variety of ways, depending on the severity of the issue. Some of the most common symptoms include speedometer malfunction. The speedometer may not function properly, displaying inaccurate readings or fluctuating wildly. Cruise control issues. The cruise control system may not work correctly, or it may disengage unexpectedly. Transmission problems. The transmission may shift erratically or have difficulty shifting gears. Reduced fuel economy. The vehicle may experience a decrease in fuel efficiency due to the inaccurate speed readings. Check engine light illumination. The check engine light will typically illuminate when the P0502 code is stored in the vehicle's computer. Diagnosing the P0502 code requires a systematic approach to pinpoint the root cause of the problem. Here are the key steps involved. Retrieve trouble codes. Use an OBD2 scanner to retrieve any stored trouble codes from the vehicle's computer. The P0502 code will be present if the vehicle speed sensor is malfunctioning. Inspect the wiring and connectors. Visually inspect the wiring and connectors associated with a vehicle speed sensor for any signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Repair or replace any damaged components as needed. Test the vehicle speed sensor. Use a multimeter to test the resistance of the vehicle speed sensor. The sensor should have a specific resistance value within the manufacturer's specifications. If the resistance is outside the specified range, the sensor needs to be replaced. Check the tone ring. The tone ring is a toothed wheel that rotates with the drive shaft and generates a signal that the vehicle speed sensor reads. Inspect the tone ring for any damage or debris that could interfere with the sensor's readings. Inspect the transmission output shaft. In some cases, the P0502 code can be caused by a damaged transmission output shaft. This can cause the tone ring to rotate erratically, leading to inaccurate speed readings. Once the root cause of the P0502 code has been identified, the appropriate repairs can be made. Here are the most common repair solutions. Replace the vehicle speed sensor. If the sensor is faulty, it needs to be replaced with a new one. Repair or replace damaged wiring or connectors. Any damaged wiring or connectors should be repaired or replaced to ensure proper electrical connections. Clean or replace the tone ring. If the tone ring is dirty or damaged, it should be cleaned or replaced. Repair or replace the transmission output shaft. If the transmission output shaft is damaged, it needs to be repaired or replaced. After making the necessary repairs, clear the P0502 code from the vehicle's computer and test drive the vehicle to ensure the problem has been resolved. If the code returns, further diagnosis may be required to identify any underlying issues.